Very good afternoon to everyone, all the students. As we are going to see the practical which is on step down chopper, that is also called as a buck converter. To study the step down chopper for the load which we are going to use here, that can be the R load or RL load, or it can be a DC motor. So we are going to see the DC motor as a load and how the effect is going to become on the across that load, that we are going to see practically. So here step down chopper is also called as a buck converter, or you can also say that buck DC to DC converter. So in this case, if you can see, there is a switch which is connected, and then there is a freewheeling diode which is connected here. Then we have connected one inductor and the load which is there. So across the load we are going to calculate the output voltage, which is nothing but called as a V0, that is called as a V0. So instead of this switch is nothing but we can use any of the device like IGBT, chopper, MOSFET, GTO, or any transistor. So for our particular practical, we are going to see we are going to use it instead of switch, that is nothing but your whether you can use a transistor, or let's say in our practical we are going to use a IGBT. So what will be the effect of IGBT, as it's nothing but the switching device, so it will get on or off. So during on position, how much is the output we are getting? When it get off, what will be the output, that we are going to see. So this is what the practical which we are going to perform. Now as the name suggests, that step down chopper, so the name itself is saying that the output voltage should be less than that of whatever the supply voltage we are giving as an input. So that's why the name is step down chopper, or you can say buck chopper. So what will be the application of this kind of choppers? So application of these choppers are generally used to control the speed of the DC motor, or even for SMPS. So there are a lot of what you can say, there are a lot of application where you can use this buck boost converter, where you required a variable voltage. So chopper itself which converting fixed DC to variable DC. So especially the buck converter we are going to use here, or we are going to see in the practical, that is DC motor, so that we can correlate that how the speed is varying as per the on and off period of the switch. So let's perform the practical in our kit. Now you can see how the connection is to be done. I'll first remove all the connection and to show how the connection we have made it here. So if you see here, we have used one kit which is step down chopper. There are number of load which are present here, the R load, RL load, and the DC motor. So to look at the speed, or to how the speed is changing as per the T on T of time. So that we are going to see by using the DC motor, because visibly you can see the motor speed here. Then as I said, instead of this chopper switch, we can use any of the switch, any of the device, which can be MOSFET, IGBT, transistor, or SCR. So as in this kit particularly, these 4 provisions are there, any one of them you can use it. Then the 24 volt, as it's a DC chopper, so input should be DC, output will also be a DC. So input we are going to give the 24 volt to the supply side. To the chopper side, as I already said, here we are going to use any of the switch, and the load again you can use R, RL, or DC motor, and we are using here DC motor. This is what the BWM pulse, or the pulse signal which we are giving it to the gate terminal, and the ground is given to get the gate current. Now let's do some connection, which, as I said, according to the circuit diagram, 24 volt supply which will be provided, 24 volt supply which we are providing to the circuit, then 0 to negative. Then instead of switch, we can use any one of the switch. So I am using, you can use any of 4 of them, any one of them, but I am going to use the IGBT. That's all your choice which we wanted to use for this particular circuit. You can see the collector is connected, then emitter to emitter, then gate terminal to gate terminal which will be connected. So here gate terminal which will be connected. Later on there will be a load we have to connect here. So load across the load I am connecting, as I said, DC motor. So DC motor is connected across the load, and thus, yes, of course this will only work when I give the gate pulse. So from PWM signal I am providing the gate current to the gate terminal, and you can connect this gate pulse or gate terminal to this gate IGBT's gate terminal, or you can put it here. Any one of them is fine, because all are ultimately it's connected to each other right now. So here we are going to see how we get the output. So for output we required, as we are going to see the on and off period on DSO, that is digital storage oscilloscope, while varying the turn on turn off time, we are going to see how much output we are getting across the load, so that we can see on the multimeter. So multimeter, both the probes should be connected across these two terminal, so that you get the output voltage across the load. How much speed is varying, how this as per the speed, how much is the voltage we are getting, that we can see here. Then for gate pulse, we are taking one of the probe and connecting, this is nothing but called as a crocodile clip. So where the positive is connected to the gate pulse and the negative is we are connecting it to the ground terminal. So you can see here it is a ground. This is what the ground terminal. Now the whole connection is to be done. You can see the connections are already ready. We will start with the practical, but before that, what we require, that we'll see. In the observation table, you required you require T on time, you require T off time. You also required, obviously once you get T on T off, you can get the total time period. As per the varying of time period T on, how much is the voltage you are getting, which will be a theoretical one. Theoretical, while how much is the voltage you are getting, which will be a practical. So from the kit we are getting the practical voltage, and from calculation we are going to get the theoretical value. So what is the formula for the theoretical value? V0 output voltage across the load is nothing but equals to D into Vs. So as we all know, supply voltage is already 24 volt, which we are giving as the input. So that is your supply voltage, and D means duty cycle. So V0 equals to dVs. This is nothing but the output voltage. By using that you will get the theoretical value, and D is nothing but called as a duty cycle, which is nothing but T on upon total time period, or you can say T on plus T off. So to get the duty cycle, we should know the T on, or you should know the total time period. So this T and T on you should know, then only you can calculate duty cycle. Once duty cycle is calculated, you can calculate the output voltage, which is theoretical one. Now we will vary the on time, so that in this case the time period will be constant, only we can vary the T on, that is on period. So accordingly we will take the output voltage. So let us on the switch. Now if you see, when I move this by providing a PWM signal or by varying the T on time, we will see how much is the change is occurring across the voltage. So let us see here. Just a minute. You can see here, as I am varying the T on, this is called as a T on period, and this is nothing but the off period. So I am varying the on period of time. As I am varying, you can see the motor speed is also getting increased. As my speed is increasing, you can see the output voltage is also increasing. So it means that by varying the on time period, you can vary the output voltage, but because it's a step down chopper, it won't go more than that of 24 volt. You can see at maximum, when my whole time period is T on, when I have provided the time period T on is maximum, during that time the speed is maximum, and but output voltage is 21.69 around. So this won't go beyond 24 volt, because it's a buck chopper, right? So let's take first reading. So let's consider this is I have set to T on time at some particular period of time. So let's say, let's stop the waveform and let's measure how much is the on period. Let's measure the how much is the on period. So you can see here, from this portion we are starting, where the T period is completely starting from this point. From this point it is starting and ending at that point. So this is what called as a total time period, this is what called as a on period, and this is what called as a off period. So by taking just on and total period, you can calculate the off period as well. So in this case, on is total on period. If you see each that dot which you can see there, that dot is considering as a 0.2 second. So in this case around 4 dots are coming. So each dot, as I said, 0.2 second means it's coming out to be 0.2 into 4. So it is 0.8 seconds. So I can say that my on period of time is 0.8 second. While the total time period is nothing but, if you can see from this point to this point, it is each box is having 5 dots. So 5, 5, 5, 15 plus 2. So 17. 17 into 0.2, it is coming out to be around 3.4. If I know 3.4 is my total time period and 0.8 is my T on, so for that period of time I can calculate 3.4 minus 0.8, whatever it is coming is nothing but off period. So by using this you can calculate the duty cycle. Once you get the duty cycle, you can calculate the theoretical value. Now for the practical voltage, you are getting for this particular on period of time, the voltage is 7.40 or 7.39 around. So this is nothing but 7.39. So as my duty on period is varying, if you can see, as my duty on period is varying, accordingly speed of the motor is increasing and accordingly output voltage is also increasing. So this is what about step down chopper, where the output voltage across the load, whatever may be the load, whether R, RL or any DC motor, if you are providing there, so you get the output voltage will be always less than that of the supply voltage, and that is what the step down chopper, or you can say a buck chopper or buck DC to DC converter. Thank you.